You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
This episode is brought to you by Palo Alto Networks, the leader in cybersecurity. As AI-driven attacks increase, organizations can't afford to have network security that's stuck in the past. Discover how Palo Alto Networks can help you predict what's coming and proactively secure against it with a zero-trust, AI-powered network security platform built to secure whatever, whenever, wherever. To learn more, visit paloaltonetworks.com/network security platform.
Hello, my name is Alon Jackson, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Astrix Security. I always wanted to be an astronaut. That's the truth. I ended up founding Astrix, which is not very far when you think of it. And also the name Astrix kind of have the astro kind of prefix into it. But I guess that's my first thoughts of what I want to do when I'll grow up as a kid. Yeah, I think I was always quite a geeky guy, you know. Started off by building Lego and then building robots and then building software. But creating, I think, things from the ground up. In this time, it's a startup, right? It's a brand new company. But I think that's a big passion that kind of went for years. Prior to being the CEO and founder of Astrix, I actually led the R&D group at Argus, the company that does automotive cybersecurity, basically hacking into cars and cool stuff like that. And before that, I actually had quite a long army career. So around 12 years at A200, it's the cybersecurity unit in Israel. So my last position there, I actually left as a major, which is quite a high rank. And the last position there, I was in charge of the cloud department. So anything to do with offensive operations and really the other side of the coin of what we're doing now. So that was the last position there. And before that, many different, management positions. I actually did my master's thesis in cryptography. So as I said, quite a geeky guy in heart. And before that, I actually met my co-founder and CTO, a long time ago. So it's when I say a long time, so it's not 5 or 10 years. It's over 15 years now. In the Army, we were recruited together to an Army military excellence kind of program. So we went through a lot together. Yeah, and before that, as I said, a geeky guy building robots. So, as a startup founder, I think you feel like an octopus, right? You're doing everything. You're doing legal, finance, product, right? Marketing, sales. You really feel like you have to touch a lot of different aspects. I think specifically with our journey, things are escalating quickly, which is amazing. You really see the company growing. We'll soon reach 30 employees, and it just happened in a year and a bit, which is crazy. So every few months, I'm kind of letting go and delegating a big chunk of my time. So I think my job is kind of focusing and diminishing as time goes by, but really changing all the time. It really changes every kind of 2-3 months in that sense. And I think the general line is always, of course, kind of thinking, right? How do we want the company to look like in half a year and a year from now? What do we need to do to get there, right? What kind of people we need, the partners we need to help us get to the next step. So these are kind of the thoughts I always have in mind. And it's a new challenge kind of almost every day. So I think a very bottom-up approach, and I think this is kind of how a lot of the folks in Israel, at least from the cybersecurity industry, it's kind of a small bubble, right? I think this is how we kind of were grown up in the unit A200. The ranks don't really matter in that sense. A200 is an army, right? But it really functions not very much as you would expect with the line of chain of command. And you could really, listen to everyone and take everyone's opinion into into account. So I think this is really something I'm taking with me. And a good complementary to that, which is something that we're embracing very much as a startup, is, despite having to listen to everyone and, getting all the voices in the same room, you have to get decisions, right? And you have to run fast with decisions. And the idea is really to fail quickly and learn from it. Look around and understand that innovation never ends. Technology moves forward and moves fast, and security always falls back, right? So looking into the security industry that might look, intimidating and very crowded, right? Technology won't stop. There's new stuff. There's always a new AI thing that is coming out. So without good brakes and without good seat belts, right, you can't really drive the cars these days, but this is how cars started off, right? So really there's always room for innovation and new companies in this space. And, also remember that it's all about people in the end, despite being very, very technological and always needing to be the cutting edge, the bleeding cutting edge of what's going on. Really, it's all about people in all sense. I think the main goal is maybe two. One, building a company that people kind of know about, remember, and is important in the world, right? And being one of those companies that people know about. But not only that, after I know that I've built an organization that is the dream organization I would always want to be at. So it's a place where people can really fulfill themselves to the fullest, get the most exciting and challenging missions to do, and enjoy, a good both work-life balance with the hard challenges, and the place where, people really want to wake up, go into the morning or log into their Zoom and encourage their friends to come over and just be one of those best places to work at, right? So really being like a role model for employers.
Now, a word from our sponsor, the Johns Hopkins University Information Security Institute, currently seeking qualified applicants for its innovative Master of Science in Security Informatics degree program. Study alongside world-class interdisciplinary experts and gain unparalleled educational, research, and professional experience in information security and assurance. Interested U.S. citizens should consider the National Science Foundation's Cyber Corps Scholarship for Service program, which covers tuition and a $6,000 annual professional development allowance, as well as providing a $37,000 additional annual stipend. Apply for the scholarship and the fall semester by March 1st. Learn more at cs.jhu.edu/MSSI.